Welcome to the StarSeed Academy. For those of you who don't know, my name is Tyler, and today we're going to be unboxing a test order of about 300-ish grams worth of Libyan Desert Glass from a new supplier I am trying out. So let's get into it. Alright, so this was the Libyan Desert Glass that came in. This was a test order from a new supplier. So we got some few pieces of dark Libyan Desert Glass, and the rest of this should be nicer normal colored Libyan Desert Glass. So we'll get that dumped out. We'll take a look here. So we'll start with the dark here. Some hair. Why is there always hair? So looks good. Nice and dark. Doesn't seem to have any kind of damage, at least on this piece. I'll bring up another flashlight here on the other phone. So pretty nice. Get this to focus. I do love how dark this is. And again, the fact that it's very consistent. Like, typically you get more like this banding when you get dark Libyan Desert Glass, and the rest looks normal. And even this piece still isn't that bad. It is more or less dark. It just does have a dark band. There's a little chip here. But for the most part, all of these so far look really good. I'm pretty happy with these. Now, supposedly, these darker brown, like brown even into green pieces of Libyan Desert Glass are thought to have more extraterrestrial energy. I haven't really worked with them myself that much. I normally just use normal Libyan Desert Glass to really focus, to really make a, form an opinion of my own. And then the last piece here. So this was only 50 grams worth of dark Libyan Desert Glass. That's pretty. And depending on what I decide, will determine if we get more. Now, I do hear somewhere in here, I think it might actually be this piece, an angel chime piece. There is another one somewhere in there, but I don't know. We'll find it eventually. I think this is one. Yep. So, there are some chimes, which is always good. So, some damage. Good color, especially for pieces that are, thin like that. We'll set that one to the side. This one looks like it's got some nice color too. Doesn't really show it that much on camera, but these are actually pretty solid color. This one's probably the best color saturation wise. It does have some inclusions. So this one's definitely got some good color though to it as well. No, there's a little nick there. Got a bigger piece here. Now the only downside to this seller is he does not have stuff that is larger than 10 grams. But he is in the States. And he is cheap. These need cleaned. They're dirty. He's a lot cheaper, which means I can offer it cheaper. So again, a nick there. That is one thing I don't like. I don't like selling. That is a cool piece, though. I don't like selling chipped or damaged material. Like, I wouldn't want to get that, so why would I sell it? And for the most part, there's a little old chip there. It's already started to weather a little bit. Okay, this one's a little hazy and it's got a nick. So when I got this or placed the order, I had asked him to pick out some nicer material, some Jimmy stuff. This one's nice. Could be clearer, but a lot of that's just texturing. You can actually get it in frame. A lot of that's just the texturing that's kind of distorting that clarity, but that's really nice. I like that piece. I asked him to pick out some nicer stuff, and that wasn't damaged. But alas, clearly it is damaged. It is not broken, but it is damaged. So, also again, kind of a darker, hazier piece here. Something closer to maybe like A grade instead of AAA, which, is fine. There's nothing wrong with any of it. I just personally like jammier stuff. So this one, for instance, down here in this end, it's kind of hard to tell on camera. Maybe if I get it closer, but it is quite clear. It's kind of distorted again with all the weather texturing on it, but nice little piece, reasonably clear. Sift through here real quick and see if there's any. This one looks cool. So a bigger piece, again, kind of flat. And these will all clean up to be much nicer. They are very, very dirty. I know you can't tell, but trust me, they're very grimy. They were not cleaned since they, left the desert. So I don't see an old nick right there, but that's really old. I don't see any damage on it. Same with that one. Again, like all the little bubbles. There's some inclusions. There's a nick right here. I don't like that. Everything's got good color, but it's not clear. It's not gemmy. Like this piece, once this is actually cleaned up, this is really dirty. But if you look, there's some little specks, but they're on the surface. You can see it better from this side. Minus this little spot right there at the top. Focus. And right here at the corner. Everything else is nice and clear. You can see my finger passing through it like a lens. This is a nice piece. This is kind of the clarity I'm looking for, but without that matte, hazy cortex on the outside. That's kind of like what I would like to bring to you guys, offer to you, versus kind of like this pitted, bubble inclusion kind of stuff. Again, it's still nice. It's still far. I don't have a low grade piece to show you, but I would rather sell you guys nice, gemmy, pretty stuff. Because I also feel the energy is better in higher quality things. I know there's people who disagree with me because they don't like the idea that there's a price tag associated with some of this. But the fact is that it does. It is a better energy. It doesn't mean the other stuff does not work. It's just, this is a cool piece. I like how symmetrical it is. Like a little slice. Doesn't mean the other stuff doesn't work, the lower grade things. It's just, I feel the energy is cleaner and clearer in nicer, fuller crystals. I mean, even when you consider how the crystals form and the flow of energy, a broken crystal is going to have disrupted energy flow. A crystal with inclusions all in it, ooh, that's cool. With inclusions all in it is going to have a disrupted energy flow. I mean, think about a stream, and you have a completely clear, straight stream flowing, or you have a stream that's all, twisted and rocks all in it, and big boulders, and the energy has to be diverted around it. Because every time a crystal was damaged, now granted these are not crystals, but in general, anytime a crystal is damaged and it heals, the energy has to be diverted to that area to heal it, and it makes like a little bump, a hiccup in that flow of energy. So I prefer and find that cleaner, higher grade crystals produce a better energy. It's a nice piece. Let's see. Another little gummy bear piece. Nice luster to it too. All that is just pitting and superficial. That one's nice. At least on that side. No, the whole thing. That's a pretty nice piece. I wish the color was a little more. It is a little bit of a lighter yellow, but a very nice piece. Another nice one. So, all in all so far, the normal Libyan Desert Glass here is nice. I like it. I'd like it better. He did do a good job of picking out some nice pieces. I wish it wasn't dinged and nicked. That is a problem for me. Another nice piece, though. This is clear. It's got good colors. But I really don't want to sell damaged stuff. Again, like I said, I wouldn't want to get it, so why would I sell it to you? It doesn't make any sense to me. Now, this dark Libyan Desert Glass, on the other hand, this might be something to look into. These are nice. I'm very impressed with these, depending on how consistent. Unfortunately, I only got 50 grams worth versus I got 250 grams of this normal Libyan Desert Glass, but you see like chunk, chip, chip, chip. Like, I guess you take for granted how far you've come, because I know at a point when I first started, I wouldn't have cared at all. This whole thing could have been snapped in half, and like that entire side's just chunked out. This is broken. And I would have been perfectly content with any of these pieces, because you're just happy to even have a piece. And there's plenty of people still out there who don't handle it. Phone's ringing. Who don't handle a ton of this material. Turn my volume off. So they, any piece is an amazing piece. They're just happy to have some. And obviously, like a lot of this stuff, what I do for anything that's usually chipped and damaged, well, if it's chipped, I drop the price. If it's damaged, I usually just set it to the side. That's a cool shape, like this little ear. If it's actually damaged, like it's snapped clean in half, I'll set it to the side and I give the stuff away with other orders as a little freebie. Because what else are you going to do with it? I'm not going to throw it away. This one's a very appealing shape. I wish it was clearer, but it's still a really nice little piece. That'd be cool to like drill a hole through and make a little hanging pendant out of. So again, massive chunk taken out, which is a shame because this is a pretty nice piece too. Save the best out of those two for last. And the last piece here, real nice, real gemmy, nice and clear, super dirty, but good luster. That sheen on it, no damage. Nice little nugget. So all in all, there are, like I said, some chimes in here. There were some cool shapes. There were some nice pieces. The dark Libyan Desert Glass, I think, is a definite possibility. It looks nice. And for the price difference between this and what most people are buying, there's something to be said about, it's okay to have a few nicks and dings because this guy is very affordable. And again, if my price is lower, so is yours. I mean, when I mark my stuff up, I mark it up around a percentage that like I need to meet to keep, the lights on. Anything past that, regardless of market value, is irrelevant to me. I'd rather sell it cheaper and make it easier for all of you to get and change your lives with instead of make more money off of you. That's just greed. And unfortunately, it's rampant at the moment in the market. Um, so I'm trying to do my best. But I think the Dark Libyan Desert Glass is definitely a possibility. There is another guy that I met who is on the Egyptian Libyan border who gets this stuff literally right out of the dirt. And I am working out an order with him, and he's about the same price as this guy. So we'll see how that turns out. He might be a different supplier. This piece is cool. This actually reminds me, I used to have a pendant that looked like this. And same thing, just had a hole drilled. And I put it in my pocket one day, and I went to the gas station and went to take my keys out. And it flew out, landed on the ground, and I didn't hear it. And I found it the next day, and it had been crushed into oblivion. And it made me sad. But all in all, I think it was good. For the price, I think it's very nice material. The color is very nice. Clarity is nice. Again, some cool shapes. It's hard to beat angel chime pieces no matter what they look like. This one just has that tiny little chip here, which it seems, I don't know why, Libyan Desert Glass angel chime seems so much rarer. Maybe it's just because I don't handle as much material yet at the moment. But all in all, I think it was good. If you guys see anything that you are interested in, I do have an Etsy shop for those of you who don't know. The link will be in the description. You can go check it out. It may or may not be listed. If you saw a specific piece you liked, feel free to reach out to me and I can find it for you if I still have it. So, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing and dropping a like. I'll see you guys in the next one.